All right, so we're going to show you how to reclock the secondary on your CFMOTO, and this goes for all of the CFMOTOs in the CFMOTO lineup. We're going to show you how to do that. That's your secondary here. You can get this tool right here at Main Street Cycle. We can get one shipped out to you, so that way you'll have the right thing and not have to stress about that. You will need a vise to put it in and hold this all stationary, and you'll see how that works in just a moment. So put your secondary into the tool and run that down, and we have to compress that down. It's a 3/4 inch wrench, and you will shove it down just enough to get your snap ring pliers in there to take that snap ring out. Alright, now you'll be able to simply back it out. Now if your secondary isn't seated level and you got this in there crooked, it could catch as it comes up and kind of give you a hard time. So there should be tension on this tool all the way up. Now you see the spring decompressing. There is a key in a keyway, like right here.
It didn't fall out. It may or may not fall out.
Sometimes, that's right. Sometimes it'll fall out. You don't want to lose that little key. So at the top, you may run out of threads, and you'll just have to hold some tension down on this part, and so you can unscrew the nut the rest of the way. So he just set his snap ring over to the side, got the key. Now we're going to, this is the reclocking part now.
The letters are on the bottom here, A, B, C, and D. Then you got this little thing here that sits in the hole.
Yeah, make sure this goes in the right hole. So we put it, it was already in B from factory, so we're leaving that in B.
Then I'm going to 3 with this one, but based on what how you're riding and what kind of tires and stuff would do that.
That's right. We primarily have liked the results of either being in B3 or B2, but when you get your custom kit from Main Street Cycle, we'll have instructions in there based upon your tire size and some different things to tell you what we recommend you reclock it to. But on this particular situation, we're going to B3.
On your keyway, instead of having it on the opposite side and then having to fight once you get a lot of tension on it, go ahead and get it almost lined up, pretty close. It don't have to be perfect.
Yeah, this is important. Yes. So you should be able to freely turn that bottom part of this sheave, and Joel is recommending to have that keyway already somewhat lined up with this right here. So before you get started on compressing it.
Don't forget to put your snap ring back.
That's right. So we went, snap ring is in, and we moved that notch to B3, and in stock it was on
B1.
B1. Okay, so we went from B1 to B3, and that's written there, as you can see. All right. So, and sometimes we'll tell you to go to B2 depending upon the your particular setup for you. But anyways, take it away, Jill. Alright, he compressed it down by hand and just to get the nut started. And now he's going to run that down, and make sure this goes down straight and even, or it'll get cocked on you and cause some problems. Alright, we didn't have any problems coming down. He's now going to line up the keyway so he can put the key in.
Before you run this thing all the way down, you want to run it down just where this is able to spin over the top. Then here's where your keyway being halfway lined up is going to help. It's almost lined up now. Put your keyway in, you'll spin it around to where it lines up.
Oh man. Alright, so he's got it. I hope you can see that on camera. He's got the keyway lined up with, you're not going to be able to see it from down there, but he lined that up and it's not all the way down yet, and he made it where he can slide the key in there no problem. So now you gotta run it down the rest of the way.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
And then you're gonna hold this bottom and spin the top one clockwise to the right. Everybody's having a problem pushing it this way, and it actually pulls the spring apart instead of actually putting more tension on it. Or either just running it straight down, which defeats the purpose of even doing this. But it'll start usually somewhere in the middle, and you'll have to pull it all the way around to right here.
Yeah, very important right here, guys. And he's holding it with that opposite hand after he twists it. And now you got to bow up on it, especially when you're in B3. And Joel's done several of these. He makes it look easy, but this is very important, and this should end up right here, and that's where that's going to ride.
And then this will have tension on it.
Yeah, it should have a lot of tension right there. Okay.
Then you run it down far enough for your keyway.
Yep, got to get it below, low enough to where you can put your key, your snap ring back in. And now he's going to raise that up, make sure this is lined up where it'll sit right. So that's it. You are now done. So that's how you reclock it. That torquing it just a while ago, and you spin it which way? Clockwise, right?
The top plate clockwise. You hold the bottom still.
Hold the bottom, turn the top, and that's very important.
Which you can also tell where these start getting wear at. See if you can see it when I hold it. See that?
Yep.
You can also tell, you always spin it where it'll end up laying on that side.
You want to lay on that same wear plate. Alright. So that's it on reclocking. And then you just install it back on your machine, and we'll be ready to go. So I hope that was helpful, guys, on reclocking your secondary. That goes for all of your machines. Remember, you can get this tool at Main Street Cycle. You can go on the website, mainstreetcycle.com, get this tool, as well as another tool that I'm going to show you right now. Here's another tool that you really need to have, and you can't go wrong with this tool. It's also available at Main Street Cycle. It runs right into your secondary, and I recommend this over trying to find a bolt that fits it, because you could end up stripping it out, tearing it up.
And then this is also hardened, not like your bolt. You don't want this broke up in there.
Yeah, you don't want it to break. So this spreads your secondary apart, where you can do belt changes, where you can remove and install your belt, your whole secondary as well. So see how that has pushed the plates apart, and that's going to make it where he can install the belt. So you can get that at Main Street Cycle. We're going to finish up this install and be checking out our video on the CForce 1000 clutch kit, where you can see the whole process, which is the same for every CFMOTO across the board, depending on whatever clutch kit you got. But hope this video was helpful. God bless y'all. As always, remember to keep it real. We'll see you in the next one.